and have fun and play games. So I'm going to make y'all do an activity, not necessarily play a game. So they did this with us at the director meeting, the top director trip, and I felt like it was really powerful. So I'm going to share that with y'all. Yeah? Would you like a little scoop into what they did, the example they gave us? So I'm going to set this down. Raise your hand if when you signed up with Mary Kay, it was a consultant that recruited you, not a director, someone that was a consultant. Raise your hand really high. Look around the room. That's probably over half, right? Maybe 2/3 of us. So, I mean, maybe she became a director later, but at the time she recruited you, she was a consultant. And so when I was at the class at Seminar for Directors, it was a director class of $500,000 and above. So these were all high-achieving sales directors. And National Sales Director Patty Olson was teaching the class, and she had us do that same thing. She said, raise your hand if you were recruited by a consultant. And do you know that like 90% of the room raised their hand? And so we have this thing in our head that only directors can recruit good people. And that's limiting yourself, your growth, your business, your future, and our company. Do you know, statistically, sadly, in our company right now, directors do the vast majority of the recruiting. The average new recruits per unit is 1 across the whole company. The average red jackets in a unit, 1 across the whole company. Okay, so what we have somehow in the past few years, the last 20 years of how things have shifted in our business, it has somehow got to this place that when you become a director, you have to do everything. You have to do all the selling, you have to do all the recruiting, you have to do all the training, you have to do all the teaching, you have to do all the mentoring, and guess what? You're exhausted if you're doing everything all the time. Just like, you know, Tracy's example of, I love that, of being a team captain. Team captain is still there playing, but a team captain is not making every single shot. Did the team captain score all their points? No. If only one person could do all the scoring, they're very limited how much scoring could happen. And so to grow and to multiply and to build leaders and develop leaders, develop red jackets, develop offspring, to develop a national area, we must learn to empower them. Empower our team, empower our consultants. You know, so asking yourself, Laura Beitler asked us as directors, you know, asking ourselves these questions, you know, are your unit members team builders? Or are they just lead generators for you? Do you just teach them, bring me the people and I'll recruit them, bring me the people and I'll recruit them, bring me the people and I'll recruit them? What subconscious message does that give her? She's unavailable to recruit. So then what does she do? Not recruit. And so how can we empower and lead them? And it goes right on with what September just taught. We did not even plan this. God did. It's awesome. You know, if you want to have a large family, do you want to personally give birth to 20 kids? No. Right? You know, and I grew up in a large family, being around a large family, and, you know, just like Jessica and September tell you, you know, the older kids help the younger kids, right? That's how that works effectively. And what does that do? Is it teaches responsibility to your older ones. You know, my kids can all cook better than me, and I'm very proud of that, right? Because I led them and taught them to be that way. So we're going to have a little examples. So I'm going to have September and Jessica come up here. Y'all are my samples. Each of you take one of these. Okay. Now, this is so fun. Okay, so let me tell you a story. One of y'all go on one side of me. September go on this side, and Jessica go on this side. I'm going to read you this story. This is the story of Captain Scott. Y'all can't see this, it doesn't matter. And it is the Great Antarctic Tragedy of 1910. Captain Scott, in this case, is who's British? September. I'm sorry, you get to him, sorry. I had to be in any example, okay, so it's okay. British Royal Navy Captain Robert Scott led an expedition to the South Pole in the early 1900s. The way he led this expedition was founded on a very blind and very British belief, sorry if you're British, and the moral superiority of human muscle power over the use of Eskimo dogs. The handling of Eskimo dogs was recognized as a special art. It had to be learned and it had to be perfected to work with Eskimo dogs. Sound familiar? Anyone ever thought, I'm the only one who really can hold a successful interview? My beauty consultant must bring the people to me so that otherwise they won't get recruited. Subconscious and conscious message that we send. Captain Scott and his entire team chose not to use Eskimo dogs and instead did something called man-hauling. Man-hauling is they used all their own power to carry all their supplies across the South Pole, across the Ross Ice Shelf, and return. Because they were man-hauling everything, they were limited in what rations and what supplies they could take with them, right? Early 1800s. Each man was pulling his own sled. And in pulling that sled, estimated that he was burning 6,000 calories a day. The rations that they had for each person equated to 4,000 calories a day. Essentially, they starved to death and every single one of them perished. None of them made it back because they did it all themselves. At the same time, there was a Norwegian team. Yay, Norwegian. This is our Norwegian, this is our British, okay? The Norwegians saw man-hauling as a futile toil to be avoided at all costs. And so the Norwegians hauled their supplies using sleds pulled by Eskimo dogs on long expeditions. The Norwegians spent extra months in training, learning how to work with Eskimo dogs, learning how to load their sleds, to lead the dogs, to teach the dogs, and to be able to be more effective. They took the extra time to learn the art of handling Eskimo dogs because they knew it would pay off in the end. With the Eskimo dogs doing the work, they could carry far more essential supplies like food and proper shelter. At the same time that British Captain Scott set out to find the North Pole, a Norwegian explorer named something, Amundsen, and his crew left for the South Pole. His team was the very first successful expedition to arrive at the South Pole. They arrived 5 weeks earlier than Captain Scott and his team, and 100% of them made it back alive. So, what do we learn from this? How do sled dogs and man-hauling versus Eskimo dogs work in our Mary Kay business? So these are our two sales directors. This is September. She has the British mindset. I am the only one that can recruit anyone, right? And this is Jessica. She believes in empowering other people. So both of you, go get a recruit. Both of you, go get a recruit, bring her up here. Okay? That looks the same. That is excellent. Right. Now they want to continue to grow. September's the only one who can recruit in her unit. So September, you go get another recruit. Jessica teaches her unit to recruit. So they both get to go and get a new recruit. Now September, tell your team to stay put. They don't know what they're doing. You go get a new recruit. All of y'all go get a new recruit. Jessica and September both excited to grow their unit. September knows she's the only one that gets good people. So she's going to go find the best new recruit for her unit. And all of Jessica's unit is going to go add a new team member this month.
Okay.
Yeah. Team Norwegian. Team Norwegians. Now, September does not even have an on-target car team yet. And guess what? She's exhausted. She is tired. And then we have a Cadillac unit. Okay? Both use probably similar amount of time. Actually, she probably works less. And this is what any person that is a Cadillac director, is a trip director, is a $1 million director, we work less. Because we empower other people to do it. And yes, they're going to make some mistakes. Yeah, there probably is someone that she's going to interview that if you had been sitting there, you probably would have recruited her and closed her. Is that the end of the world? No. We have to let them make the mistakes. We have to let them learn. Jessica has conversations with these consultants using the team building guide that September does. You know, my thought with that is I will have them send me a picture, right, of their thing that they filled out. Then I have an app called Evernote where I can save all of those that she's ever done. All those pictures in one place. And so then we can have a conversation and I can say, what do you think is your next step, Judy, with that person you shared with? Does she need another experience with the product? Maybe she can come to in a meeting. I can help her go be empowered to take those steps to grow her business. And then what happens is as she starts having team members and those team members start adding people, multiplication happens. This is how you build quickly and strong. It's empowering others. We cannot do it all. That was from Mary Kay Ash, right? And she taught us that we teach our consultants, we show them, and then what? We let them show us. That maybe some people's learning curve is going to be a little bit different, and that's okay. But here's what we see happening. We want extraordinary women to be part of our company, right? We look for those professional women that are sharp, that are capable, that are highly skilled. And we bring them into Mary Kay and say, well, this is what I'm going to do with you. And we treat them like a child. Instead of saying, this is what's expected of you, like Tracy said, raise the bar, and I know you can do it. Some will, some won't, so what? So do we want to work hard, or do we want to work smart? So, congratulations, y'all. Good job. That was very good. That was good. So, here's my takeaway from that. Again, let's translate that into DIQs, and of course, sales director. So, table right here, pike table. Y'all stand back up here. I'm going to go work. So y'all come back up here. That is 6 of you. Gloria, come up here, 7. Judy, come up here, 8. So that gives me 8. So I am a new DIQ. Who's our new DIQs? Raise your hand. Who's new DIQs? Yay! And we want to have a 1-month normal, right? Now, every single one of you, even if you're not a DIQ, if you're a sales director, you have at least 8 team members. Because you had to do that to become a sales director, okay? And so we know that growth is what we want to make happen. So this is your formula to quick growth, right? So, Julie, come up here because I can't be this person. All right, so this is Julie is our DIQ, and this is her team of 8, right? This is her, did I count right? Is there 8? Yeah, there is 8. Okay, so Julie is an awesome DIQ, and her goal is to be a 1-month normal, wrap this up in 1 month. So she is going to lead by example as the team captain. She's not going to recruit all 24, but she's going to get a gold medal. So Julie, go get a gold medal. So go find 5 team members, right? And then Judy, because she has been empowered by her leader, Julie, is she's going to become a new red jacket. So go be a red jacket, Judy. Mindy is also excited to be a new red jacket. So she's going to get to go find her 3 team members to be a red jacket. September wants to be a super senior consultant. So she's going to find a new senior consultant, 1 team member. Yeah. And Kimberly is a new senior consultant. She's going to go find a sister girlfriend. Right. So now we have our 5 new. We had 9, right? We added 5 new from Julie's gold medal. We built 2 new red jackets and 2 new senior consultants. We are now at 22. And then Julie, from her 5 new, so one of those that were one of Julie's gold medal, each of you go find a friend. So 2 of her brand new gold medal, 2 of you guys, find a friend. So 2 of those 5 new, each start their business with a friend, and now we have 24. So as a director, you could do this month. As a DIQ, you could do this month. As a red jacket, you could do this month and set you up to finish very easily in 1 month in December. Because thanks to the incredible brilliance and generosity of our company, even if Julie was not in DIQ when this happened, these people will what? All go with her when she becomes a DIQ and moves into sales director. Right? So can you imagine having this 24 and starting DIQ with 24 already on December 1st? Right? You're going to be blown out of the water, you're going to equinox and straight into a Cadillac. By empowering, now, Julie tried to recruit all 24 herself, it would not have this result. So mentoring, mentoring and empowering others equals exponential growth. Exponential. Now, these are awesome. They're hanging out. They're happy where they are. They didn't recruit. Not 100% of your people are going to go add team members, and that's okay. They're going to be happy where they are.
But we did our most.
But they were all Emerald Stars. Good job, you guys. All Emerald Stars. Okay, give them all they can. You guys did a fabulous job. That was excellent. So your focus I want you to leave here with is, how am I building teams of teams? Teams of teams. How am I building teams of teams? Your first conversation with a brand new consultant, and you all, here's what I tell a brand new consultant. I say, when we have our inventory conversation and we talk about the bonuses she can get with her first order, and it's up to this much amount, and it's $11.58, and then your second orders and beyond in your first 4 months, then you can earn up to, I think it's $633 is your second, the ready, set, keep selling. And then I say, now the third way that Mary Kay's going to give you free product, I want you to write the word unlimited. It is unlimited through what days? If she signs up November, December, January, February, which we now in February 28, you can earn unlimited free product for sharing this opportunity with what you love. So these two things have a limit, and it's awesome, and it's a high number, and that's a great amount of product. And we're going to work towards that by your parties and your selling and your initial orders and as you're building. But let's focus on the unlimited one. There is no limit and no cap on how much free product that Mary Kay is going to give you between now and February 28th to share why you love what you're doing. And they're going to come learn with you, and they're going to come get trained with you, and they're going to come and be a part of what we're doing. And it doesn't matter if you know what you're doing yet. When I tell people you're having fun, here's your packets, all of this works together. We could have planned this better. Tracy's talking about how you do the skincare class, and Jessica's getting us women skincare classes, and then September is how you do the packets, and then this is the why and the thought process behind that. So as you're looking at your date bit, as you're looking at your unit meetings, as you're looking at conversations you're having, how am I empowering her to go build her business? How am I encouraging her to go share this opportunity, to share this product? When a new, and I learned this from Linda Tupin, when a new agreement comes in, and you get that email, my habit had been, I'm going to reach out to that consultant, right? I'm going to reach out to her, I'm going to call her or text her, we're going to set up a conversation. Now, I'm going to reach out to the recruiter. September, I see that you have a brand new team member. I'm so excited. Tell Lynn about her, and why don't you get her set up on Voxer and set up a time that we can do her welcome chat with the three of us in the next 48 hours. Here's a couple openings I have. She's going to go chase down that new consultant. That consultant trusts her. Consultant doesn't know who I am. She has zero trust or faith in me. No matter how wonderful she's told her that I am, because I know she did, it doesn't matter. There's no trust and connection there. So I'm going to work through the recruiter. She's going to set up my welcome chat. She's going to listen to the welcome chat from day one. So that as she's building her team and as she's growing, now she's taught to listen and take notes and not interject. But she's going to listen to that welcome chat, but she's setting that up. And then when that new consultant is getting off to a great start and she's excited and she's placing orders, she feels like she had a part in that. And she feels empowered to continue to do this. And by the time she becomes a DIQ and becomes a sales director, she's already been doing the work of a sales director. So there's no change to that. And so I think this has been a bigger shift for any of ones like me that have D in her personality and feel like no one else is going to do this as good as I can. So I'm just going to be the one that has to go do all of this, And so we have to learn. It's not going to look perfect, it's not going to look pretty, but the more important thing is that she feels like she's a leader. She has to feel like she's a leader. She doesn't see herself as a director yet, but she's leading a team of 1. It's kind of fun when she wants to lead a team of 3. And she wants to lead a team of 5. And it can continue to grow. And some people are happy with that 3 to 5, and that's okay. And then some are going to rise up from there. But the beautiful gift that Mary Kay gave us when they changed this is that it empowers your recruiters to be recruiting right away, and empowers your red jackets to help their people be excited about team building right away and have that exponential growth. So don't be British. Be Norwegian. No more man-hauling. It's not exhausting. It is exhilarating to empower others to succeed. Thank you. 20 minutes and 40 seconds. I'm pretty excited. Okay.
Wow. You know, our mind thinks in pictures, and she pictured it for you, didn't she? Oh my goodness. So 1 month wonders, stand it back up. 1 month wonders. Those of you who are going to be 1 month wonders.